Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Welcome back to some more Sokoto Finish here in Victoria 3. First things first, let me make sure everything's working here. Hello, me. Hey, right back at you, buddy. All right, what do we got going on tonight? Hey, Mauricio, what's up, my friend? How you doing? More ham, watch the colonizing time, wait for hours. Yeah, I know, right? I know, we're doing so much colonizing, it's taking some time. But, you know, we got, as long as we keep incorporating states, it'll pick up the pace. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you, good to see you. How's everybody doing tonight? We are back. We are back. So, after a pretty good run this morning, we are back with some more. We are in the midst of war with Denmark and the Netherlands. But the war is pretty much won. We have all of the war goals, so we're just waiting for the war ticker to go down. You know, when the AI update comes out, I will have already owned these states, because that's what's going to be happening in the new update. But alas, we are not. We are in the current patch. So, here we are. Hey, Bizman! Hello, hello. R.I.P. Dolly Parton. Yes, yes. One of the few universally beloved Americans. I have no further comment on this. Yes. I know. Man, I guess the thing I find so amazing about it is I was like, oh man, really? And I'm not even somebody who really listens to her music or anything, but just culturally, she was such a beloved person, and rightfully so. So yes, R.I.P. Dolly Parton. She will definitely be missed. I haven't been on social media that much today. I can only imagine social media is kind of going crazy over it because she was so loved by so many people. But yes, hello, hello. How are you, my friend? Good to see you. After being off a week, good to see you. All right. So we're going to finish up this war. Now, okay, so we are heading towards debt. And we really can't. Because, you know, we have really bad interest rate. Now, we have a bunch of uncollected taxes, and we do have some tax waste. Ah, okay, so we're not really losing any money from tax waste. It's all this uncollected taxes. And mainly in East Hausaland and Benin. Yeah, because we have a lot of taxation capacity gaps here and here. Yeah, we really need a lot more there. What is it we need again? Central Archives. How far away from Central Archives are we? Yeah, a little bit. Alright, we're gonna add all this stuff up. Now, I guess, yeah, we will do Central Archives next, and then we're gonna get a company going. We have... Oh no, innovation's what I want to look at here. So we're generating 54 of 94. So, okay. Well, we're doing some government admins now, so away we go. Let's get this going. The week off was appreciated. I think I finally finished my paper. Ready to submit. Nice. Now I can get back to Vicky 3. Ah, good. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad my week off could help out. Yeah. Oh man. Next week my classes start up, and I'm not ready. I'm not ready for it. All right. Nothing to worry about here. Hey, Super Frank, what's up? What's up? Good to see you. A paper is never finished, only good enough to be handed in. Yes, that is so true. Same thing with any work of writing, any story you write. It's never truly finished. It's just good enough to be handed in. Oh my god, I love that. I'm going to start saying that to my playwriting students. Don't worry about it. It's never going to be perfect. It's never fully done. It's just good enough to be handed in. Still barbarians at the gates. Wait. Oh! Oh no! Whoops! let's thank you for that. No more barbarians at the gates for tonight. Yeah, that was for this morning. I kind of forgot I was on there. We're gonna have some barbarians at the gates Thursday morning, but yeah, not at night. Not at night. Good catch. Hey, Machiavelli, what's up? What's up? How are you? Good to see you again. Well, if it isn't the famous African warlord, yeah, Hemitius. That's right. You know, yeah, it's been quite a bit of war, actually, at the beginning of this stream, huh? Or this series, I mean. Because we had to take quite a bit by force before European powers came in, and now we're doing it again. We at it again, we at it again. Too true, but I'm so sick of it. It must go away. Yeah. That's when you know something is fully done. When you're so sick of looking at it that you just are like, forget it. I find, like, when I have writing projects that I have to do, I find my writing process, which I don't recommend to anybody, I don't think this is particularly good, is I stress about it for a long time. I maybe write a little bit, and then I'm like, no, I can't do anymore. Because if I write it right now, it's gonna suck. And then I'm writing a little bit, I'm like, no, not right now. Because if I do more right now, it's gonna suck. And then I finally get to a point where it's like now or never. And I reach a point where I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna write something that sucks. And then I write it, and then it's not that bad. So I have to reach the point where I no longer care whether it's good or not, and then I can finally write it for real. In my current Mexico run, I finally out GDP'd and out teched the US. Oh, nice, in 1895, not bad. Now I need to fight them and the Brits for the Pacific Coast for the achievement. Oh yeah, the Manifest Mexico achievement. Yeah, that's a tough one. I got the Manifest Mexico one when I was doing a Mexico run where I was also trying to get egalitarian society. And I got to the very last objective of egalitarian society. The very last thing I needed to do was get to a certain level of literacy, and I missed it by like, I think it was like a couple percentage points, and I didn't get it in time. I was so pissed. Hey, Radical Anarchist, hello. How are you, my friend? Welcome back, Sir Ham. Thank you. Hopefully the southern heat didn't burn your bacon too badly. Man, let me tell you, it was scorching hot down there. Oh my lord. Like, it was humid, but even the days where it wasn't that humid, it was still scorching hot. Like up here in New York, it's been very hot the whole summer, but it feels like a humid heat. And down in Alabama, it's a humid heat, but it's also just a scorching heat. I was like, good lord. But yes, I survived it. Lawmakers working towards the enactment of Lawmakers working towards the enactment of racial segregation have found themselves mired in a particularly complex set of bureaucratic proceedings, grinding the work towards reform to a near halt. Well, now we can take a little bit of a hit on bureaucracy because we have so much bureaucracy, so we'll take that. Oh hey, Java, what's up? Warlord. I prefer Lord of War. I like that. I'm gonna put that on a resume. Hamcuts, Lord of War. My bachelor thesis took me almost a year, with a lot of contemplating and procrastinating. Yeah, see, my thesis in undergrad was a production that I had to direct. And so I couldn't procrastinate it, because, like, there was an opening night I had to get to. But it was fun. I directed a production of... Oh, there we go. Of Jean-Paul Sartre's No Exit. I loved that production. I love that play. Ah, here we go. Oh, yeah, here we go. All right. War is dunzo. Dunzoed and bunzoed. All right. So we got the Gold Coast. So now it's just the British Gold Coast over here. But we don't have to compete with anybody else for this little plot of land. So that's done. And now we have Sokoto Ivory Coast here. And the Windward Coast. I imagine we have a port here, right? Okay, yeah, so that's why we're not disconnected from it. Alright, so budget, a little bit better. Maybe we can... Oh, yeah, we kind of need this for the authority. Alright. We're gonna go high taxes for a little bit. We really can't go into debt. Really can't. So we're gonna work our butts off to not go into debt. Paper's expensive. Okay, so we're building some. We really do still need quite a few government admins. My lord. Yeah, I hate to say it, but man, we are going to need that much. We're going to get the steel and motors done, though, because we're going to have to do that. Or maybe not. You know what? Actually, here's what we'll do. So, we're about 6K in unrealized taxes. So, we're going to put half of those. We'll build 5 of them. And that'll get us about, hopefully about half of these unrealized taxes. Then the paper mills will make the paper a little bit cheaper. And that'll probably fix up what our current deficit is. It won't fix all the unrealized taxes, but it'll fix the current deficit. Years, nothing. My PhD dissertation took about 5, but then there was a lot of translation work involved. Ooh, yikes. Yeah, I can imagine. I'm currently planning the Egalitarian Society run with France. Ah, nice. And get like 5 other France-specific achievements as well. Yeah, I should have done it with France when I did my France run. I did a run with France where I just tried to soak up as many of the France achievements as I could get. I missed 1 or 2, but I should have added Egalitarian Society in for that one. Yeah, Alabama is more humid than Texas. And we've been dealing with triple digits for a few weeks now. Oof. It's rough. Yeah. Yikesies. Good one. I love that movie. Wait, which movie? Oh, hey, Pasta. Hello, hello. Hi, Ham. I watched the morning VOD. Isn't it possible to start a land invasion through decentralized nations? Is it? I'll be honest with you. If it is, I'm not aware of that. Now I really want to try that. I wish I had known that. I would have taken this little bit of the Netherlands. Not that I know of, but I'm also not positive that you can't do it. So, are you saying you can definitely do that? Because that's cool. Did not know that, actually. My thesis was about lean management methods and tools and how they can and are used in Minecraft. Oh, wait, for real? That is amazing. That's awesome. I love that. My standard of living commitment is still... The standard of living commitment is still impossible. Never should have agreed to it. We can get there. Oh, we only have 4 months left. Let's delay. I think we're actually going to fail this racial segregation one. We might need... Alright, we're going to get rid of all the promote social mobility so that we can speed up this enactment process. We'll bring it back. Actually, that was probably a dumb thing to do because we were in a deficit. But whatever. I'm all about dumb mistakes. It actually isn't a dumb mistake. We do need to do this. So this will speed it up a little bit, because we only got about 11 months left. And what's going on over here? What is this war? Oh, too bad I didn't get involved in that if I could have. Standard of living commitments, especially early game, are always high risk. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I take them just accepting that I'm not going to get them, because... So I only try to do them with laws that I really absolutely need. We took that for when we were trying to get off of serfdom, and we still didn't get off of serfdom, so... Whoops. You see, a PhD is something that can take years. A bachelor thesis should have been done in like 2 weeks. Yeah, mine took 6. Because that's how long a rehearsal process is. Also, the French are going to scoop up the Niger Delta from you. Got censored for the river name. Oh my god. Yeah, you do get censored for typing in Niger. There was a... I forget which series I was doing. This is a while back now, but everybody in the chat kept getting censored for typing in Niger. I am not sure either, but I think I watched a video where someone did that. Oh man! All right, I'm gonna have to test that out. Time to conquer for science. Oh my god, that is a... I want that on a shirt. I would walk around with that shirt. Time to conquer for science. Lord of War, Nicolas Cage. Oh, that's right. Lord of War, that movie. Yeah, Nicolas Cage plays a Ukrainian-American gun runner. I think it's loosely based on a true story. Oh, man. Yes, I know the cover very well from my days when I was working at Blockbuster. I think it was one of the new releases when I was working there. I need to rewatch Lord of War. 1 out of 10 people own a gun, so there is only one question. How can I arm the other 9? Man, if there's a line that encompasses America, that is it right there. Hey, Outer Signal, what is up? What is up? Oh, Twitch. Yeah, I know, right? Oh, Twitch. Oh, Twitch. What are we gonna do with you? Good to see you back, my friend. There's a quote in the movie where he's talking to one of his clients in Africa. He says something like, "Your media calls me a Lord of War, but it seems you are the real Lord of War," Cage's character. Oh, man. Yeah, I heard that movie was pretty good. That was one of those where when it came out, I was like, I hadn't heard about it. I was like, I'm not gonna watch this. And then, lo and behold, apparently it was good. Oops, no, I want this. So we do need some sulfur. Although not immediately at the moment. Actually, you know what else? All of the construction goods, I'm realizing now, are also heavily expensive. So that might do us quite a bit of good, too. Let's put 1 here. And the tools. Oh, actually, no. Because when we get the steel mill, we'll go to steel tools there. Replies, actually the term is warlord. And the guy just smiles and says, I prefer it my way. Oh, man. Victoria 3 the game right there. Or Victoria 3 the movie right there. You're about to go into debt. I know. But I can't really stop construction at the moment. I think I need to accept the fact that we're gonna fail this. So what I could do is start taxing people. Services and fruit. This will cut this down considerably. You know, actually, what else I should play with here is... let's pause, now that we can pause individual construction sectors, let's pause this one. Because now we can keep constructing. Let's see what that'll do for us. Yeah, there we go. I did cut that. We lost 10 construction points, but that's not so bad. Oh, hey, look at... oh, okay. So we're probably going to get a regional HQ here, but we're getting coal in our market. Which I don't mind. But we are now getting out of debt. Okay, so I guess we'll keep things like this. Thank you, hotfix update, and allowing us to pause individual construction sectors. As someone from that part of the world, hilarious. Yeah. Hope you're good, Ham. I am good. I'm good, my friend. Good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, Dolly Parton, man. Lots of legends are passing. Ugh, R.I.P. Truly a legend. And just generally an awesome person. African dictator shooting a guard with a gun. Nicolas Cage is selling. Cage in shock, screaming, "Why did you do that? Now it's a used gun. I can't sell it anymore." Oh my god. Oh my god. Seems like there's so many quotable lines from this movie. I love that movie growing up. I grew up on a lot of war propaganda, American media. But movies like that were the first exposure I had to ideas like the military-industrial complex. Yeah, and the class dynamics of war. Yeah, right? I mean, isn't there so much stuff as you get older, you look back and you're like, boy, was that propaganda that I was being fed. All right. Now, I was thinking about this earlier today. When we start getting some companies, I might go for like a textile and a furniture company, because we have so many basic resources. We got so much cotton, we got so much logging. Oh my god. Hope against hope. Although, yeah, it's just not going to happen now. Yeah. I'd have to, well... I don't know. Could we... possibly... No. That's still not gonna work. It's still not gonna work. So we're gonna tax away. Tax away, Merrill. But I guess we can be a little more selective. Yeah, like luxury furniture for sure. And transportation. No, and tobacco. We'll do that. Probably contributed to my lifelong radical drift. Yeah, same. So I ran into a spat of bad luck my last couple of runs. But that just turned around quite nicely. I started a run as North Peru. Oh, nice. And immediately set to task preparing to fight Bolivia. Before the first year ended, the Chile and Argentina launched a diplo play against Bolivia to free all their subjects. I couldn't even help because I was still a puppet. They beat Bolivia handily. Yeah. You know, as much as I love playing in South America, and I've done so many South America runs, I've actually never done a full run with Peru or Bolivia. Maybe that's what I'll do on next time on stream when we get around to South America. Before I go to sleep, what is the pun with the title? I don't get it. Oh, yeah. I had a hard time coming up with one for Sokoto. So it's a pun on the phrase photo finish. So like, you know, like in an Olympic race, it comes down to a photo finish. Sokoto finish. That was the best I had. Hey, Outer Signal, thank you for the cheer, my friend. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you. As always, you are the best. The best. Lord of War is a treasure trove of quotes. Man, I gotta check that one out now. It's a rich man's war, but a poor man's fight. Never a truer statement. Yeah. I feel like I've heard that before, too. Guess I didn't know where it came from. Not only did I get liberated, but I got a journal entry that gave me South Peru and the Quisha too, and immediately passed census suffrage and right to associate instead of censorship. Not the workers one. Oh, okay. The economy was a little rocky after that, but I'm about 10 years in now and getting things under control. My biggest problem right now is infrastructure, but I'm researching railroads. I have a ton of great resources. Nice, nice, nice. Peak movie. Man, that's what I'm gonna be watching tomorrow night now. So when we fail this, I think we're still gonna keep going for racial segregation, because generally we could use it. Oh, we have steel. We have steel, so let's start utilizing it. All right, construction goods are a lot better. We have a good budget. Do we dare turn our construction sector back on? Soldiers are complaining that they have no way to open their canned food. Yeah, we're not going to take expenses for that. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Can we get this back on? Just barely. Just barely. Oh hey, Java, thank you for the sub. Oh wait. Yeah, Java. Wait, why is my thing not? Oh, gifted subs. Outer Signal, thank you for the gift subs, my friend. Yeah, I was like, the screen said Java subscribed, but my feed is like Outer Signal subbed. I'm like an old man with tech here. Outer Signal, thank you for the gift sub, my friend. Thank you, thank you. Do you think Mamdani is actually the first real mayor of New York City in ages who does stuff for the public, or is it all an act? It all sounds too good to be true from the outside. No, I think he's very genuine in what he's trying to do. I would say if I had to give like a criticism or just a worry, is that this is probably the largest position a democratic socialist has held in the United States. And maybe I'm wrong if there's like somebody before my time that held something. Maybe I'm wrong about that. But as far as I know, this is the biggest position a democratic socialist has held. And so, unfortunately for him, he has to be perfect. Because if he messes anything up, they're going to use this forever as the reason why democratic socialism doesn't work. So I do believe that he genuinely wants this stuff and that he does actually want to do sincerely for the benefit of other people. I'm just worried about him being able to do it. But he seems to be a very adept politician so far. And so, yeah, I think he's the real deal. And so I think, you know, you just gotta support him and hope he has the tools that he needs. I think the governor of New York is, you know, not very fond of him, but knows she has to support him now. Oh, I see what's going on there. Okay. Oh, do you have any tips for getting Federation of the Andes? I tried my last Colombia run, but didn't know the National Identity Journal entry. Yeah, closed Federation of the Andes if it completes, and I couldn't get it. Yeah, when if you go back and look, when we were doing the Grand Colombia run, the New Granada run, actually, I think I did have to go back at one point. It's so tricky, and I feel like the wording of the journal entries you get are not that intuitive. It's very easy to mistakenly lock yourself out of it. And once you're locked out of it, you're locked out of it. I feel like Mamdani is showing how few politicians actually put their money where their mouths are. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think he's genuine. He's very genuine. But again, there are just so many powers that be that want this to fail. So much. And so, yeah, so I guess my worry isn't necessarily about him. It's about all the people working against him. Because he's got a lot to face. But he seems to be very good. I mean, that guy can deliver a speech. You know, you should look up, he's a very big New York Knicks fan, and the New York Knicks won the NBA title this last year. He did a speech at the parade that the city had for them. And his speech about the Knicks almost had me in tears. I mean, it's just amazing. I was like, what is this? Why? I'm not even a Knicks fan. And he's got me emotional about the Knicks. Like, if you should look up that speech, only because it's so ridiculous how good it is for an event that's just so, like, a fluff event. Why are all soldiers so heavily defeated by cans? How is that possible everywhere? I know. What is it with the Victorian era and soldiers just can't figure out cans, right? Seems to be the case. Also, you mentioned you were doing a unification without war play offline, right? How do you do that? I'm planning on doing a fair bit of conquest for it, but if there's other options, I'd like to know what they are, so there's more than just war for it. So I'm in the process of editing that series right now. It's just been a comedy of errors. So I'm doing it with Sardinia Piedmont. Doing the run for that was like a comedy of errors, and now the editing of it is like a comedy of errors. I'm just like, I can't believe it's taking me so long to get that series out. I'm done with the first episode. I'm editing the second one. Basically, this is specifically for Italian unification, German unification, and Yugoslavian unification. These specific ones have... Do they not move it? Or use... Oh, there it is. Italian national movement, and then there's a German national movement, and then a Yugoslav national movement. You utilize this to create fervor, to create activism in all of the other states, because as you raise the fervor of your culture, it raises the activism of the Italian national movement in all of the other states. So you can get the other states to have radicals and push them towards unification. And then basically, you become a major power. You try to get good relations with everybody. And as long as nobody else is a major power, when you launch a unification play, everybody joins you. Now, if there's another major power, like in the case with Italy, 2 Sicilies will be, you might have to fight a leadership war. But if you can time it right and you become a major power with high relations with everybody at a point when the other country that might rival you is no longer a major power, then and you've got that. I think, though, the German one might be a little tricky. It's much easier to get 2 Sicilies to not be a major power as Sardinia-Piedmont than it is, I'm sure, as Prussia for Austria to not be a major power, or as Austria for Prussia to not be a major power or above. So I guess the German one might be a little more trickier than the Italian one in that sense. All right. So we're about to get railroad here. Oof, we actually need... How much infrastructure does one railroad give us? 20. Okay. So we'll be good there with one railroad. An eruption of unprecedented records has utterly destroyed the lives of many Dutch East Indies in the state of West Java. The explosion of the Krakatoa could be heard from hundreds of miles away, and anything that had the ill fate of surrounding the island was immediately devastated. Yeah, I'm sorry, people, but we're not sending you money. We don't have it. Yeah, Mom Donnie, his PR is on point. Man, it is so true. And it's amazing, you know, his campaign, he sold no merch. He didn't, like, hawk, like, merch left and right. The people who have, like, Mom Donnie campaign shirts were the people that volunteered for the campaign. I thought that was fascinating, because that's something you don't really ever see. Yeah, the U.S. is usually faster about arresting or assassinating its socialists for the old major office. Yep, unfortunately. Oh, hey! Zadarsky, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Welcome in. Welcome, welcome. How are you? Fox News right-wing media, the best salespeople for socialism right now. Yeah, they keep associating popular things with socialism. Yeah, it's so true. I mean, honestly, when you look at all the criticisms they have of Mamdani, there's a lot of funny videos about that online. People be like, can you believe he's trying to make the buses free? It's like, oh yeah, that's kind of awesome. Can you believe he's trying to put a freeze on raising rent? And I'm like, who is sitting there being like, no, I have to pay more in rent? Like, how are you trying to scare me with that? He's trying to freeze the rents. That's awesome. My God. What was meant as a routine speech about the merits of racial segregation by Daoud Rumfa has quickly devolved into a public relations disaster for the petite bourgeoisie. Oh, yeah, yeah, I see too. We failed the commitment. Oh, well, oh, well. So we'll lose 15%, or we'll only lose 10. Oh, yeah, here we go. Or take a step back and get 10%. So we'll do that. I mean, he is so beloved by everyone I talk with. Like, how did no one before him do this? It seems like a home run to be reelected and remembered by the public as a great mayor. See the last mayors who did the exact opposite. Well, not everybody loves him. I mean, there is a contingent of people in the country who don't. Right now, everybody in New York does. Which is strange. You know, I joked during the campaign. I was like, because it's kind of a joke. Like, by rule, as a New Yorker, you have to hate the mayor. And so, in New York City, the mayor gets elected on New Year's Day. And so I was like, you know, he can have one day. He can have January 1st. But, you know, it kind of sucks that come January 2nd, I'm going to have to hate him. But he, so far, most of the city still loves him. It's kind of crazy. Actually, the most un-New York thing about him is that he's doing well as the mayor. It's so un-New York. I see skits on Mom Donnie all the time, like, he is an angel that is blessing New York City, yeah. I mean, in right-wing circles, they vilify him to no end. So, yeah, I mean, generally speaking, he's very popular. But depending on who you talk to, you will not be spoken of kindly. But, you know, that's kind of expected. Though, it's not as many people as some might think. Where did we... Oh, I think it was Benin. Yeah, here we go. We have our... Alright, what's our problem here? Alright. We're gonna subsidize this for now, because we really do need to get this. Too many politicians more interested in pleasing donors. Yeah, than the people they were elected to serve. Yep. Yep. And it's getting to a breaking point in regards to stuff like that. A series of perceived poor decisions by the animist rights movement has led to a notable decrease in its ability to raise money. Numerous wealthy sympathizers have quietly halted their support for the movement in its current form. Yeah, we'll take more loyalists. We can definitely use it. I hope this is the start of a shift. Oh, you have no idea. You have no idea. I hope. I hope. I mean, you know, we're starting to see quite a few DSA candidates winning primaries, so the general elections come November are going to be very interesting. To your point, that's like the CIA toppling any government who tried communism, just so every chud could turn around later and say, see, communism never works. I know, right? It's so funny. It never works. Well, yeah, that's because we, we made sure it didn't. Criminal organizations have begun operating in Benin. Yeah, we'll take the authority hit. We don't want to take those expenses at the moment. Do I dare? Do I dare? Yeah, let's lower taxes to medium. Oh, yeah, okay, that's why our budget looks so good. We're not building anything. So I want to get... Oh my god, do we have... I think I totally forgot how glass works. Oh my god, I'm the worst at this game sometimes. I don't think I've built any. And we can build some in Nigeria here. Do we have... Yeah, we got plenty of people here. We're having some qualification problems. We can always use more universities. And actually, oh, god, get that out of my way. Whoa. Well, I gotta catch up on chat here. There's a lot of stuff flying around my screen. They're going to try to sabotage him, then claim it's proof. Yeah. Democratic socialism can't work. So yeah, that's the thing I'm kind of worried about. But that doesn't mean you gotta support it. But he seems, I don't know. I think what is unique about him is He seems to be a very adept politician. So I'm hoping that he can withstand the sabotage. Although Al-Hassan Rumfa is still fighting for his cause, no one is following him anymore. Despondent Rumfa has started publicly remarking that they may give up their activism altogether. Oh no! Please don't give up your activism, slaver. Goodbye. Yeah, goodbye. The famine in Sokoto, Inner Mauritania, has sparked criticism of Sokoto's economic policy of mercantilism, with its focus on export-heavy trade. I think we'll take this one. We can afford to get a little bit. We can afford 10% hit to authority. We don't get as many tariffs, that's fine, but we get some trade capacity. And then we can afford the petite bourgeoisie to lose to approval. Alright, so next we're going to build, what would be the most profitable? Oh, well, no. Okay, so what we're going to build lead, and then build 2 of those. Yeah, God, and then just paper. Oh, no, our problem, oh, and then actually we're going to build sulfur sooner rather than later. How much sulfur are we missing? Just 12. Okay. Yeah, so we'll build that sulfur first. Good to know. I hope Mamdani never becomes mayor of London. I don't want to feel emotional about Arsenal winning the Champions League. Yeah, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, I think he is an Arsenal fan. Yeah, he'll get you. He'll get you. Yeah, true. Politicians usually don't fix the problems they get elected for. So if there's no problems, then they don't get the votes again. Yeah, just right. I guess to what's good for Mamdani is that there's never a shortage of problems in New York City. Building on a perceived common enmity of the British Senegal, pro-French associations have become commonplace within the patriotically inclined trade unions. Let's see, what would I rather have? Yeah, I guess they can join the pro-French society. Who else is in that? Ah, interesting. Oh, interesting. Okay, so we could do this. We could appease the Sokoto French society by 3, and we can get off of noble privileges and the loss of all that tax income. So let's do it. Let's see what that does for our budget. When Austria integrated the Crown lands, I have never seen the AI do this since Hungary starts as a subject. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, and you know, I'm doing a Serbia run offline right now. And of course, when I'm doing a Serbia run, this is the Austria in that run as well. Yeah, I know, right? Austria never, like, becomes, you know, like buff Austria. And now this run, and then maybe it's something to do with the latest hotfixes. I don't know. Yeah, because this run and the Serbia run I'm doing, we got buff Austria. To your liking, I'm sure. FYI, I just tried to comment on your dev diary, but I think it's disabled. Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Starsky, I see you moved over to Twitch. In my chat, I see the YouTube and Twitch chat all together, so it wasn't so much the platform you're on, just that I'm just so far behind on chat in general. Yeah, I gotta look into that. Is it the dev diary that I just released before the stream about Afterworld, or the Victoria 3 one that just came out? He's a PR genius, but also feels like the most effective mayor in years. Yeah, I know, it's crazy, right? And he, like, so young and kind of came out of nowhere. But I also like the fact that how he came up. He didn't just suddenly try to become the mayor of the biggest city in the country. Like, he served in the state senate, you know, like he worked up the ladder. As opposed to some other politicians who just try to take what is not, what they didn't earn. Okay, thanks. Do you know if there is similar option in South America? My plan is to try to build an army of skirmish infantry early, since I have led. Oh yeah, which give me a significant advantage. It's not a bad idea. I'll probably launch my play towards the end of the early game. I think what got me last time was that you need pan-nationalism for, oh, Federation of the Andes, but the National Identity Journal entry starts not long after that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you have the cultural movement, like the Italian national movement, but having good relations with the unification, everyone involved in unification, then they'll support you if you're a higher rank than them, and at least a major power. It can't be that hard to be re-elected as New York City mayor. After all, Giuliani did it, and he's a moron. Yeah, Giuliani got re-elected because of 9/11. So, you know, there was that was that. Nationalism, which is a prereq for pan-nationalism. Yeah, I figure I'll have to start moving quickly once I get nationalism research, and I'm putting it off. Yeah, sometimes those later texts can be a killer, right? Bro, there's this TikToker that's like, fix this Mamdani, and later that week it's done. It's nuts. Yeah. Yeah, my wife sent me like a TikTok video where somebody was talking about that, like doing a skit about that. It's like, Mamdani fixed the roads and then he talked this girl through a breakup. Oh my god. Yeah, oh my god, midterms almost here, just a couple of months. Oh, I mean, I want the midterm elections to come because we need good results in them, but at the same time, I'm like, oh boy, here we go. Vivid red sunsets were reported for several months across the country. Fire engines were even called out in North Cameroon to quench the apparent conflagration. Many artists and academics have expressed their interest in this phenomenon. Yeah, we'll take the university throughput. And maybe, just maybe, we can see a non-toxic USA government. Maybe ineffective, but at least not toxic. Yeah. Yeah. I hope. I hope. The Sokotians looking where's the glass the government talks so much about? Yeah. This is why you need to co-op this game with somebody if you want to not miss things. I know, right? Yeah, I need like a Vice. Oh, look at that! Perfect timing, crystal glass. Yeah, I need like what's our guy called here? Oh yeah, we have a regent. We need a vice regent. That's even a thing. Ham really wants the best for Nigeria. That's right. That's all I want. I want the best. Free buses and a freeze on rents. Oh, alright. So, oh my god, I'm so far behind on chat. But we're at the break. I'll be able to catch up after the break. But we are at the hour mark, so we're about to get hit by ads. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, so we got to pay homage to the gods of ads here, so that we don't have to watch ads during gameplay. So, 90 seconds, and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back, and we're back, and we're back. Okay. Yeah, let's not go overboard. I'd settle for not actively evil at this point, sadly. Yeah, I know, right? Isn't that's the saddest part? I would too. I would too. The US had an ineffective but non-toxic government. They re-elected Trump in 2024. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. I don't even know where to begin with that one, to be honest with you. By the way, minor nitpick, not a big deal at all, but it's a downward emphasis. Oh, a downward emphasis is on ko when pronounced. If you want to try Sokoto. Sokoto. Oh, I see. So I'm going Sokoto, and it's Sokoto. Hold on. Sokoto. See, now I feel like I'm just trying too hard. Sokoto. Yeah, the emphasis is on the K-O. Okay, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. I appreciate that, though. Hey, Andre Belarus, what's up? What's up? Greetings, Ham, the chat participants, and the viewers. Regarding any politician, the main thing I can say is this. Don't pay too much attention to what they say. Instead, look at what they do. Yeah, absolutely. Amen to that. Yeah, it's that's where I'm kind of at in my life, too. I'm like, I'm tired of people who promise things. I want to see somebody who can do something. I guess somebody like Mamdani, you know, he's very new, so... I mean, he had a track record to run on, but it was smaller positions. But yeah, look at what they do. Oh! I just crashed briefly on Twitch. I guess that's old at this point, though, now, right? Because I'm so far behind. Okay. Weird. Now I'm nervous. Austria locking, the FAQ in when Ham plays in the Balkans is the most paradox thing ever. Yeah, it's exact. Every time I play in the Balkans, that's when we get buff Austria. You're so right. It was good that he built experience in New York politics. Yeah, like that's the thing. So like in the United States now, it's like people go straight to running for president without any experience of ever, you know, governing anything. Like, it's just crazy to me that we're allowing stuff like this to happen. Maybe Mamdani can find me a girlfriend. Yeah. I bet he could. I bet he could. Should I wish upon a Mamdani instead of a fallen star? Jesus. Dude, hey. Couldn't hurt. It couldn't hurt. I think there's many people in New York wishing upon a Mamdani right now. Seems like he can do everything else. You and I should send a message to the mayor for help finding girlfriends. Yeah. He'll probably be like, move to New York and I'll find you one. Did you see the video he released of bloopers from the multi-language video about Broadway tickets? Apparently because some people, yeah, were claiming that it used AI. I saw a headline about it. Unfortunately, like, so where I was in Alabama, we had some internet issues all week. So I haven't actually watched the videos, but I saw some headlines about it. I was like, what is this now? Not having seen the video, seen the headlines, I'm like, they're going to try to get this guy on anything. What's funny is a lot of what he's doing isn't inherently socialist. Yeah, it's just good governance. He's also charismatic as hell. It's just that the bar is a tripping hazard in hell these days. Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, hey, just commenting here to boost Ham's algo. Thank you, Outer Signal. Man, you are the best. He's raising the bar a bit, though, by showing people what's possible. That's the hope. If it goes well, you know, hopefully. Yeah, not bad pronunciation. Well, thank you. Thank you for lying to me. Just do your thing. Not trying to trip you up. No, it's fine. I appreciate it. I love getting pronunciation help on things in this game, and I actually sincerely mean that, because, you know, actually I think that's what's kind of cool about streaming, is that you have people all around the world and people helping you with their language. Like, I remember, this is a long time ago now, but I did a run here in Lamphong, And there was somebody who had watched the series who was from there and was giving me pronunciation help with all the stuff there. It was great. I love it. I thought it was just me, but then I got the fail signal. Yeah, actually I had the fail signal when I switched over to my feed on Twitch too. I was hoping it was just me. Apparently not, though. So who did we promise this to? The Sunni Ulema. Okay. So we're about to go into debt. Actually, we're already in debt. Ah, man, and we don't have that debt reduction right now. General staff, here we go. So let's get that going. And we are still, yeah, 30% interest rate. So maybe we'll do the same thing we did before. We'll pause construction here. We'll lose 10 points. Yeah, there we go. So we'll do that until we can get back out of debt. Oh yeah, how are we in ship construction? Ah, okay. We only got one more to go, although it's going to take forever. So we get 370 involvement. We do need more sailors. So we'll add one more. That'll fix it up. You've been all good on my end on Twitch for a while. I wouldn't worry. Okay, good, good, good. Yeah, you never know. You never know. Now you can take Dutch Cameroon. You've got a border now. Ah, yes. We probably still have a truce with them, right? For about 2 more years. But chat crashed for a minute. One of the things Mamdani is doing well is building a good team. There was a lot more discussion about who he was hiring when he won than I remember with other folks. He hires people, yeah, who can get the job done he needs them to do. Not everyone agrees with his choices. I have my opinions. But you can't argue with results. Yeah. He does do a lot personally, both in directing things and for PR, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I think he has... I think he has a good sense of, it seems, of what's going on around him. And it seems like he's kind of realistic with what he's facing. Meaning, like, I think he's very much aware of how much people want him to fail. And the fact that he's kind of representing all of democratic socialism right now. All right, we're out of debt, but we're going to try to get a little bit more in the reserves. We still are on high taxes. How much would we go down? Yeah, 6.2k. If we could get those unrealized taxes. Yeah, God, we do need to fix this stuff up. So we're sending out 40 units of logging. Like, who are we sending the most to? 17 to Qing. Alright. Oh, look at this. Hold on. We're importing 20 units. All right, hold on. Let's pause here for a second. We've got to fix this. So the iron and the coal are expensive. We need 32 units of that, 28 of that. Oh my god. Okay, so let's build that. So what we can do here, hopefully, is let's subsidize this for right now. If we can get the input goods a little bit better, then we might be able to do something. Okay, yeah. So we have some legit hiring problems here in Benin. So they can't hire any machinists. Let's take a look. So we need about 5,000 machinists for full employment. The Edo Sunni. And the full will be Sunni. Is this an acceptance thing? No, they're at full acceptance. How many of these guys are there here? Okay. They're gonna have to micromanage this for a second. Why are they not promoting up? See, this is something that's going to be fixed too in the AI update. Is a little bit more info on this stuff. See, it's got to be more a qualification thing. Their literacy rate is 10%. These guys should be able to become machinists. Or there should be laborers in the state that should promote. Let's take a look at okay, let's take a look at like I want to take a look at just random labor. No, it's not that. It's these peasants. The peasants. So it's really the wages probably being offered here are not good enough. The machinists are getting an average of 3.21. Yeah, this is a bit of a dilemma. It's not an acceptance thing. Yeah, I mean, I think it is qualifications. Oh, Chava, sorry. I think I might have missed you. Really try to, you gotta catch some Z's. Have a good night. Yeah, same to you, my friend. Same to you. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time. Watch your secessionist movements too. They're getting frisky. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Edo National Movement. They kind of revolted in the earlier stream today, but their support's only 1%. Although, yeah, I guess they're causing obstinance. So we are losing tax collection. Okay, so they would like cultural exclusion. I would like to get them... Well, if... Yeah, see, the problem is, if we can get racial segregation passed, this will start to decay down. So I'm not too worried about them. This one as well, although they are causing obstinance, so there is that. Yeah, it seems like everybody would really like cultural exclusion. Oh, yeah, but we have to get off slavery in order to do that. Time for good old social mobilities. Oh, yes! Pasta, that's right. That's what I did. I forgot. I took off all the social mobility because I was trying to pass that law. Ah, that's what changed. I forgot. I got rid of all the damn social mobility. Urgh. I forgot about that. I forgot I did that. Alright, hopefully this will make a little bit of a difference. Yeah, we need this coal mine here before we get this stuff. Oh yeah, let's subsidize this. Hey, Angel D, hello, how are you? Hey, I can't wait till the tooltip, get their update in the beta. I know, right? That would be very, very helpful to me right now. Although, Mpasta for the win, reminding me that I got rid of all the social mobilities. Ugh. How can I forget? Can you do subsidies and promote social mobility? Yeah. Well, so we're doing some subsidies right now. We don't want to keep the subsidies, but... Yeah. Oh, man, we are having some problems in Benin here. Hey, Solomon, hello. Why are you colonizing every direction? Basically so that I can start getting claims on places. Otherwise, we're totally going to cede all of this land to the French and the British. So I'm waiting until I can... Oh, actually, I can do it here. I was waiting for the cooldown on that. Once you colonize to a certain degree, you get a claim. And so, yeah, it'll slow down all the other ones, but... in general, it's worth it. We're gonna stake a claim. We already have the claim here. I'm not as worried down here. Yeah, let's stake this claim. So we have one here. We now have one here. Kind of trying to block the British and the French from being able to move out further. So I think that gives us a claim. No. Yeah, here we go. So now we got a claim here and there. So they're not going to be able to take this land. But we'll have to get up to this point here. I suppose there comes a point, too, where I'll just have to let them take the northern parts. Hey, Shamneo, hello! Welcome back, welcome back. What is up, Hamlet? Have you seen this new Paradox game, Afterworld? Thoughts? I'm really excited for it. I think it looks really cool. I love... I talked about this in the video I released today. In general, I love post-apocalyptic stories. I was like a fiend for novels like that for quite a while. So like a post-apocalyptic grand strategy game from Paradox sounds awesome to me. But I guess, you know, we'll see as what it's about as more information comes out, as we get more dev diaries. And so I guess we'll see from there. But yeah, I'm pretty excited about it. What do you think? Unite West Africa. Yeah, that's kind of the hope. I would like to maybe like push the British and the French out of West Africa here eventually. I mean, I need to get more small arms going so I can upgrade the rest of my units, but slowly but surely we'll get there. A faction of the Sunni ulema, enraged by the sitting government's betrayal of its commitments to them, has lost faith in the political process. They have approached Commodore Yaji Rumfa with a plan to seize power over Sokoto. So we got a coup. Well, we're gonna try not to let them do this. Now, what army is this person controlling? Oh, the fleet! Well, we're sending you away. Go, go project power over here. Goodbye. And then we'll check back in a little bit. Would you consider doing an Austria run? Well, I generally like to play as small nations. Austria is a little big, but I might do like a series with Austria. I wouldn't say no to that. So maybe not a live stream, but maybe like a video series or maybe like a starting step series. Does the claim stop others from colonizing there? Yeah, it does. So like for instance, we put a claim here and here. So it stopped British Senegal from going up this way. Now, eventually, other nations can possibly get claims, but for now, we've now stopped France from colonizing, I believe, unless... Oh, well, yeah, they were already colonizing there. So now... Yes, so now they won't be able to take this. I guess we can let them take the Sahara. Commodore Yaji Rumfa has become aware of the state's efforts to reduce the amount of military forces available to him. He has accused the government of recklessly meddling in military affairs. Yeah, so we don't want the coup to advance. So I guess we're going to take that. Yeah, we're not... That amount of legitimacy won't help us. Lower taxes. We're not really in a place to do that yet. I don't know. We might lose this coup. Oh god, you know, I still don't have... God, it's been... Passing laws in this run has been such a uphill battle. There's so many laws I still don't have. French and British still at war, yeah. It's kind of like a forever war here. Humankind 2 next year. Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised to hear that. I mean, I know the first one didn't do very well. But I guess maybe it didn't, they're trying to take like another shot at it in that regard. Yeah, I remember asking you what will be the next Paradox game, and I thought it would be Stellaris 2. Or one of the other big ones. I'm excited for a new IP. Yeah, that's... Oh, I kind of remember that now, yeah. Yeah, I thought the next one was going to be Hearts of Iron 5. But, yeah. Who knew we were going to get a totally brand new one. Oh, look at that. Italian leadership between the Roman Republic and two Sicilies. So... we haven't seen any progress here. Okay, actually, what we're going to have to do... This might actually help us here. Yeah. So we can't get the machinists. And so for now, we really just need to get things hired. Interesting, though. Yeah, our literacy rate is just so damn low. I've been holding out. I really do need to just do schools next. Sorry, Automod. Every once in a while I get overexcited and use cat. Oh, did you get modded? Damn Automod. It's so funny, yeah, I never really realize when somebody gets auto-modded because it still shows up for me. Wasn't the guy weak and unloved just a moment ago? Yeah, I know, right? Oof, yeah, this coup is gonna happen. I guess I shouldn't have promised that promise for standard of living. You know, we could just stop trying to pass racial segregation. Although, really... You see, I don't want to be locked out of reforming the government. Is he going to take over the Regency? Yeah, he is. Well, actually, would this... Let's take a look at this guy. What are his traits? We got prestige. And that's about it in terms of what we would want. I suppose it's possible if we stop enacting racial segregation. No, no, that's not going to do it for us. Will it be a Civ 4X type of game? I couldn't really tell, to be honest with you. From the info that we got in the dev diary, I saw some people posting that they thought it would be kind of like Civ. But I don't really, when reading the dev diary, I don't really know why they thought that. Because there was nothing in the initial dev diary that said it would be. So I'm not sure. Alright, let's create a demand for... this glass. And the trams. Figures aligned with Commodore Rumfa and the Sunni ulama have approached elements of the petite bourgeoisie, looking for support in a hypothetical plot against the government. Ah, yeah, here we go. Alright, coup's progress will retreat by 10. If we get events like that and we can kind of time them out... you can retire him. Yeah, so we could try to retire the commander. Problem is, if we do that and we fail, we'll end up getting a theocracy. I suppose if we're going to get the coup strength to the coup progress to a certain point, we'll do that. I think we might still be able to wait it out. All right, let's get... let's get one of those going. Let's get one more arms industry going. How are we doing in regards to... oof. Okay, yeah, a lot of this stuff. So let's get some banana plantations going. I don't want to build it in Nigeria, though. Like, this should be a place that we could do it. And then, are we utilizing everything we can in the livestock ranches? god, no, we are not. Yeah, look at that. Okay. A lot better there. So let's do that for now. Let's make... Ooh, actually, okay, that might have been a little too much. Although, I think we do need to do one more of those. Factories in Benin have been reported to be placing Edo people into roles with incredibly poor work conditions, owing their status as second-class citizens in Sokoto. Sokoto. Did I get it? To be fair, you have regented on several... sorry, regented. To be fair, you have reneged on several commandments to the Ulemma. This is true. This is true. I haven't been very nice to them. Yeah, we don't want to lower the standard of living for Edo people. A prominent functionary and supporter of the intelligentsia has been shot in broad daylight in the streets of Sokoto. The local police seem uninterested in investigating any further. Oh, man. Here's what we're gonna do. I don't want to lose this authority and legitimacy for 2 years. We're gonna take this, we're gonna advance it by 15. And we're gonna roll the dice and retire this guy and see what we get. Commodore Yaji Rumfa has issued a pronunciamento from his headquarters in Hausaland. The Admiral and his allies in the Sunni Ulemma have come into open opposition to our government. Ah, he got it. Yep, okay. So we have censorship. And now... Oh, interesting. Okay, this guy is just the regent now. Interesting. I thought he was I thought the heir was no longer going to be the heir. Okay. So now we have the Sunni Ulemma in government. Well then, let's get some... Oh. Good lord. Wait, why can't we go religious schools? Oh, because we can't... Oh my god, yeah, serfdom. And we can't reform the government again, right? Yeah. Damn, damn, damn. Alright, well, we can open the borders. We'd also get charity hospitals. Let's try to get migration controls, and hopefully we can start getting our pick from agitators. It's a bit funny how your borders look at, because the game draws the borders of Africa around the colonial states at the time. Granted, the alternative would be Paradox themselves doing the borders. Yeah. I feel going slowly to build more legitimate governments and tweak things slowly from there, even if it means some conservative parties for a while get more results long-term than forcing the intelligentsia. Yeah, you know, I think you're right. I think I just tried to force too much too much change. Unfortunately. Alright. Well, we still have this fleet up here, right? Oh, over here. Is it actually doing anything for us? Oh, actually, we're kind of close. We might be able to get to level 3 here in Southern Europe. Oh, actually... So it's not really doing much for us. It's not getting us to any different level here in Southern Europe, but if we put it here in Western Europe, we could get to level 2. So let's actually change where you are and put you over here. Nice to know your future ruler has a psychological affliction. Oh, God. He's only 13. Oh, man. At the first chance you get and go with high radicals and low legitimacy the rest of the game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's like, lately that's been the story of my runs. I need to be a little bit better about that. Hey now, Ham and I like a nice Eid and the drip, but miss us with the more extreme stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all I want is to make sure work is closed for Eid. That's all I want. The conspiracy to overthrow the sitting Sokoto government has lost all momentum amongst the Sunni ulema. Commodore Yaji Rufa's plot has been abandoned. Alright, great. Now, we can start incorporating a lot more. Some of them we were holding off on because we didn't have the bureaucracy. And having more incorporated states means having more population in incorporated states, which speeds up our colonization. Alright, so that's the most we can do for now. Oops. So let's do that. You need to spam universities to get your qualifications up. Yeah, the problem is, I'm afraid we can't afford it. We do need more, though. I just, unfortunately, I don't think we can spam them at the moment. So we'll try to go section by section here. You know, I wonder if we can just move these guys to iron frame buildings now. Oh, actually, I forgot. Yeah, they were off. Let's build up a little bit more of a... Oh, and we have nothing here. Yeah, let's do this now. The suggestion of migration controls has caused debate among the Sunni ulema about whether immigrants will share the uniquely Sokoto religious sensibilities. Religious restrictions. No, I'd rather not have that. We'll take that. A violent protest suspected to be arranged by the petite bourgeoisie in outer House of Land has broken out, demanding an end to Alpha Rubadu's rule and the restoration of democracy in Sokoto. Ooh, what is this? So we'll give the petite bourgeoisie some political strength for a bit. Get some more turmoil, or penalties from turmoil. Yeah, let's go for it. Do you have a favorite post-apocalyptic game? Ooh. Let's see. Would be a good one. Well, yeah, honestly, I would say the Horizon games. Horizon Zero Dawn and Horizon Forbidden West. Those are some really cool post-apocalyptic games. The Last of Us is kind of a classic at this point, but still just an awesome game. In terms of like strategy games, though, can't think of many. I mean, it's funny because Paradox has that one after the what's it called? After the Storm or After the End or something like that. I need to try that game again. I tried it once and I couldn't get into it as much, but I don't think I gave it enough of a shot. Your admiral will starve since you sent him out with no supply ships. Yeah, I know, right? And unfortunately, we're still not getting him any supply ships. There we go. We're at level 2 now there. We still don't have much in terms of trade. This is turning into a bit of a difficult run here. Closer each time. Haha, thank you. By the end of the series, I'll get there. What determines if it succeeds or fails if you retire them? I usually don't, since I don't know how to succeed doing so. Most of the time, I just send them on a ship halfway across the world. Yeah, that's usually what I do. Retiring them, I don't know necessarily what goes into whether it succeeds or fails. Because, to be quite honest, anytime I've ever tried it, it always fails. I kind of feel like it can't succeed to retire the commander. So, I don't really know. It's not immediately clear, and I haven't really gone into the game files about it. Because I don't usually do it, because it just always fails. But I also usually am able to maneuver coups. This run particularly, this is the only run I've ever had where now I've had 2 coups succeed. It's interesting. In the midst of the debate surrounding migration controls, one of the country's leading playwrights, strongly associated with the petite bourgeoisie, has staged a widely acclaimed play whose politically laden theme makes no secret of the author's desire for the law to be passed. Yeah, we'll take the 10% chance here. Really could use opening up the borders. Hey, maxed out. What's up? What's up? Hello, hello. How you doing? I'm playing Japan without the DLC and I'm severely in debt. So a normal day. Yeah. How's the nation doing? The nation has seen better times. Tonight's session has been a little difficult. Let's see what happens if we turn our construction sector back on. Yeah, I think we just need to build it. We need to build up our reserves a little bit before we turn it back on. Unless we can finally get the private sector to buy some stuff. Honestly, when it comes to the urban buildings, just take whatever you want here. Problem is they're not. I suppose you could make the argument that all 13-year-olds have a psychological affliction. Yeah, that's actually a good point. Very, very well said. Yeah, you're not going to get any migration with your standard of living. More likely people leaving. You know, that's probably a good point, actually. Um... Meat, grain, and clothes. I thought we fixed meat. Did we suddenly lose employment? Oh, do we have expensive tools? Slightly expensive. I hate to say it, but maybe not the place to have built that. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna build a steel mill there. We're gonna move the industry over there. Unfortunately. Yeah, we're just gonna move this out of here. We'll bring the arms industry up so that we can finish upgrading our units. Oh, Surviving the Aftermath. Yes, that's the one. That's what it's called. Yeah, that game seems really cool, but I need to sit down with it more. But I'm wondering how, because that's a Paradox game too, and it kind of seems like this Afterworld is very much like it. So I wonder how the gameplay is going to be different. Ah, yes, a lowborn man has risen as a popular leader of the intelligentsia, with some not so pleased by such social mobility. Yeah, I'd love for the leader of the intelligentsia to not be an authoritarian. Yes, we'll get a moderate. Let's do that. Inspired by the ongoing reform to migration controls, Samia Agalawa of the intelligentsia has penned a vision for a future where borders are abolished altogether. And let's do that. Yeah, so I think, well, at this point, if the stall chance for this is 56, and this one is 60, I might as well just go for that. Oh, wait, no, yeah. We're getting plus 40 because of the events here. Update on Japan went deep into the red and got attacked by Britain. Restarting game will provide further updates. Glory to Sokoto. Yeah. Thank you. I hear you. Sometimes runs just be like that. Sometimes you really do have to just restart. Yeah, this seems to be the place. We certainly have a lot of peasants for it. Well, we're finally not, yeah, we really need some motors, so we're going to build some here. See, we're not getting privatizations that we need. I think it's mainly because, yeah, our manor houses are contributing so much more in our financial districts. And I mean, this is mainly because we're still on... I can't believe I'm in 1870 about to be. Man, okay, this has been a bit of a run. It's such a good run with Australia. And now we're having a bit of a difficult run here in Sokoto. That central region, East Hustleland, I think, is where the Nigerian capital was moved to in 1991. Oh, really? I could see why, because this is like our best state right now. Oh yeah, right here. Yeah, this is about to become probably our like biggest city. Certainly not here. Alright, law progress consideration. It's like you moved your Japan run into Africa. Push on, Ham. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, this is basically the same issues we were having. You're right, in the Japan run. What I find interesting, though, is the problem with hiring in this state. Like, I want to figure this out. Because it's not... all of the usual suspects as to why this would be are not becoming immediately clear. I mean, we have a literacy problem. This is true. I guess, yeah, maybe the other problem is universities aren't hiring up as much here. Oh, damn. France. Agents of the Petite Bourgeoisie have founded a national organization dedicated to uniting the Sokoto supremacist movement under a national leadership. Ooh, I don't know if I want to... Yeah, I don't want to add 15 activism to them. So we'll do that. Update on Japan 2. Traded Russia 30 luxuries for 1k wood and China 15 beef for 300 furniture. 3.2k grain. Suckers off to a good start. Nice! Nice, nice, nice. Congrats. Not a bad deal there. This is the other thing we kind of have to fix up here. Oh, yeah, I forgot, you know, okay. We've got a ton of fertilizer now. So we are producing 45. We do have a lot of grain. Oh man, no. We couldn't do that. Now we are exporting it. Yeah, this will make people farmers. So we could do this. Do this. And then, yeah, we can do one more. I'd rather utilize this stuff instead of exporting it. Yeah, there we go. So now let's tariff the hell out of the export. Can't really move on to anything else. Oh, excuse me. Oh! Oh no, oh no. I played right over the ad break here. Apologies, apologies everybody. I totally missed it. Oh, and we're in the ad break right now. Alright. Apologies, my friends. Got distracted. I got distracted by the game. One of our generals died. Who did we lose? Alright, who do we have? Give us somebody good here. Ugh, nobody good. Alright, so we're finishing up some colonizations. This guy's not so bad. Though, yeah, I don't want to give anybody to the landowners at this point. I'd rather give it to the Sunni Ulema, even though the guy's a slaver. So, Kambari Dantanta, you're our guy here. This afternoon, Daoud Runfa, leader of the Petit Bourgeoisie, delivered a fiery speech advocating for the enactment of migration controls. Yeah, we'll take this one. Try to get some pop attraction to them. Makes sense. Kano and Lagos, the biggest commercial hubs, but Abuja, the political capital. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, where is Lagos? I thought it was on the coast, isn't it? No, not that one. This one. Oh, there it is. In the Yoruba states. Oh, yeah. I need to put more urban buildings over here. Is it obstinance? Do you have a secession movement in Benin? Are they pining for the fjords? That could be it, you know. Yeah, that's true. I mean, we do... I mean, we have a little bit of obstinance. Not a lot, but... Yeah, we are losing impact of institutions. Although, well, no, we don't have an education institution. But yeah, the turmoil does not help. So it's really just this Edo national movement. Yeah, what they would like is cultural acceptance. So, yeah, we're really starting to feel the effects of all the radicals. We have to get standard of living up. Alright, well, we finally have a motor industry going. Also, you should incorporate more states. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we just finished colonizing. Yes, 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 yes. Oh, Timbuktu's already incorporated. So that's doing that there. Yeah, let's incorporate. So I guess that's it for now. Oh, and then... I don't really want any of these places to be unincorporated. Alright. I wonder... Can we turn this back on and get through some of this stuff? Alright, we might stick with this for now. So in terms of standard of living here, it's really the lower strata. So the price of grain... See, that's interesting, because we have a good price of grain nationally. So it's meat, clothes, tobacco, fruit. You know, we are taxing tobacco. A spat of train robberies has been committed by daring gangs all across Sokoto Windward Coast, threatening law, order, and the purses of the wealthy all across the state. I think can we afford 5% here? Yeah, we can. We probably don't need to suppress the absolutist movement anymore. Yeah, their activism is pretty far down. Problem is, they're gonna get all pissy if we try to get off of traditionalism. So... I mean, the thing is, we don't really need enactment speed right now, so I'll keep these as it is for now. I need to keep their pop attraction low. Oh, Penguin Lord, hello, hello, how are you? Hello, hello, welcome, welcome in. Oh hey, and Prof Enerhund, hello, hello, welcome, welcome. How's it going? Welcome in. Oh good, 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 good to hear. Just trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing here. Yeah, I think this will hire up once we get that steel mill done. Now, how are we doing in terms of... We have line infantry there. Ah, fieldworks. We have some more of those, so we could upgrade to mobile artillery. We'll need about 10 more. Yeah, so let's do it. Ah, banking. That's nice to have. And then... Yeah, these guys are still irregular, so let's upgrade them to line infantry. I believe that's the last of that. Oh! And these guys. Let's just get everybody upgraded at this point. Where is... Yeah, what do we need again? Oh, great. An authoritarian. Wonderful. I love all the agitators we get. So, international exchange standards, civilizing mission, or... Our rank is greater or equal to unrecognized major power. What are we at? So if we can get to 140, we can activate earning recognition. See, that would be helpful, because then we can get our interest rate lowered a little bit here. Tools are a little expensive again. Where could we put those? Yeah. Alright, I think we will stop suppressing the pro-slavery movement so that we can get more social mobility going. An influential faction within Sunni Ulema has grown frustrated with their co-members' neutrality on the topic of migration controls, themselves in favor of the law. They have now resolved to form a separate political faction intent on passing it. Yeah, I think we'll go with this one. Get some pop attraction to the petite bourgeoisie. Take a little bit away from the Sunni Ulema here. A group of students attending the university in Benin have arranged a demonstration in support of the Sokoto supremacist movement. The display has inspired other students to join the cause. So plus 10% universal political strength, university throughput. Yeah, let's not get more radicals out of it. Oh yeah, we should be done. Yeah, so let's withdraw from this. That's 1K we don't need to pay for there. Now, I wonder if we can sell the French some stuff. Ah, they would like some fabric. Damn. I should have done it while I could. Let's pause here. So we can sell them some dyes. And sell them some coal. We're going to need some merchant marines out of this, but we have some production methods we can do in the ports. Damn, I can't believe we almost got them with fabric. Oh, here we go. Oh, that's what happened. Oh, the amount that they need suddenly changed. Yeah, let's sell them 200 units of that. And then they'll be more amenable to this if we buy something of theirs. Yeah, let's buy some fancy clothes. There we go. This will be a very good deal for us. Can we get... Actually, could we buy the merchant marines off of them? No. What about money? Money, money, money. Where is it? Where's money? Money, money, money. Am I just, like, crazy here? Oh, France is in default. Oh, yikes. Okay. Ooh, we might be able to get trade privileges with them. Let's see if we can do this. Let's do for 10 years. Damn you guys. Okay. Forget the trade privileges. We'll do this for 10 years. This will be very lucrative. We don't really need you guys to sell us tobacco. But I'll take her trade privileges. No? Alright, then never mind. Oh, for pooping sakes here. Come on, guys. Oh, they don't need as many dyes, huh? Oh, too high a quantity of this. Damn, we could have gotten them locked into something before. Alright, we might be able to get them to do this now. So we'll wait for April 2nd. Yeah, look at that. Okay, forget about the fabric. And the dyes. Alright, a much less lucrative deal now. Is there anything else we can do? Not much. I mean, we could offer some of this other stuff. I guess, you know, we'll give them investment rights. I actually don't mind if they have investment rights. As long as you're buying stuff off of us. Oh, yeah, we already have coal there. So we'll do that. Yeah, we're doing coal and dye. Is there anything else? Ugh. Yeah, how about some of this logging? Alright, so let's do this. Yeah, the power... You know, I should have looked at what their power block is. Yeah, religious convocation. Well, we got it. I don't really want to be part of that. Because then they'd pressure us to join that power block. Now the British, they just straight up don't like us. And yeah, there's not much we're going to be able to sell them. They will take our fancy furniture. Though I guess I would rather that go through the trade center. Actually, would they sell us meat? No, why would I do that though? I have plenty of people to do that. Oh, yeah, yeah. I feel like I've been seeing that recently. Occitania seceding here. Yeah. It's weird. In the last, in some of the, I forget which one it was, but one of the hotfixes for 1.13, I feel like this happens quite regularly now. I don't know why. Standard of living is killing me here. Yeah, it's because there's so many people, so many peasants. We just can't build enough. Alright, let's build. And then use more paper. Build one there. Yeah, let's get some tobacco going. Because we got plenty of it here. Oh, damn it. No, no, no. I forgot I was sorting it the wrong way. We'll do one here. There we go. Yeah, I feel like too, we don't have a lot of food industries. Alright, we got migration controls. Yay, yay, yay. I recently did a Japan playthrough. It didn't go very well. I think I'll try Argentina next. Yeah, same. I feel like the Japan stream series I did, I wasn't too happy with it. I chased way too many achievements and it did not work out well. Oh, we got a North German Federation now. Is Occitania a British war goal? Oh, you know, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it was. There was a quite a long war between France and England going. Surprise, surprise. So yeah, maybe that's what happened there. Man, none of your provinces have qualifications. Feel like that's gonna be a problem. Yeah, yeah. It is. It is. It is. We can't get any damn schools until we can get off of this. Do we still have... Alright, so we can reform the government now. But unfortunately, we're not going to be able to put them in. Alright, who do we have here? So, okay, we could get a modernizer in. What I really love, though, it's a land reformer. Oh, we could get this guy in. So let's exile this guy. Okay. Then let's imprison him. Yeah, the absolutist movement doesn't have much activism right now, so... Yeah, let's give him 10 years for now. And... See, the generally, the modernizer would be nice. But they're neutral towards tenant farmers and peasant proprietorship. So this is really what I need. And they'll hopefully start a peasant movement for us. Alright, so if we can get some activism for this person... No schools at all. No. I've had a hell of a time. I've never got... I don't think I've ever gone this long in a run with serfdom and traditionalism. We just have not had a good law passing run here. Unfortunately. So we can't get any schools until we get off of serfdom here. It's been a little difficult. Alright. Following a violent struggle for power over Sokoto, the Sunni ulema have ended up on the losing side of history. Yaji Rumfa has attempted to flee the country to escape retaliation. Yeah. Goodbye. Clandestine groups of academics in Hausaland are plotting against the state to advance the misguided cause of the intelligentsia. Yeah, guys, do it. Yeah, let's give some political strength to them. Oh, good. Yeah, we'll need this railway here. Oh, I decided to try and build rice farms to fix my standard of living problem and chase the journal entries. Instead, I massively increased landowner power and created so much unemployment that it hurt the standard of living. Oh, man. Yeah, it's so funny, right? Like, sometimes you trace one thing and it just ends up having an inverse effect somewhere else. Opposed to the arbitrary and illiberal rule of the King of the Netherlands... Oh, okay, we'll look at that guy in a second. The petit bourgeoisie have fallen in with the anti-Dutch League. Yeah, sure. Alright, so our heir is no longer a child. He's a Sunni ulema moderate. So he's going to be taking the throne soon. I didn't know you could imprison exiles. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, you can do it, and then, yeah, we can't right now because we've got a cooldown period. But then it gives you a period of time you want to imprison them for. And the longer amount of time you imprison them, the more activism you give to their movement. But the thing is, at the end of the prison sentence, they come back. So you'll have them then. That's, you know, if you exile them, they're gone for good, but you can just temporarily do it in order to get another, agitator in. Tukur Dan Fodio has reached the age of majority and may now take the Sokoto throne. Alpha Rabadu's regency has come to an end. Alright. Alright, so... now we should have a little bit more... yeah. There we go. And so we could get a health system going. We can't do that. We could get the petite bourgeoisie in there. It won't help us with that. But we could get on dedicated police force. Ooh, or, you know, go for agrarianism. Okay, let's try to do that. Be a bit of an uphill struggle. But we can possibly negotiate. Now the Sunni LM are like, screw you and your promises. I've burned them one too many times. What's your private queue building? Oh, we're actually getting steel. Look at that. In Timbuktu. I have a feeling that's not going to hire. We can't even get this hired there. Or fully hired, at least. So you can't get schools on the religious angle? No. Because we're on serfdom, unfortunately. We can't even get the religious schools until we're off of it. Funny enough, we could go private schools if we get the intelligentsia back in the government. I should have gone for that while I had the chance. Good to know. What happens to the replacement exile when the imprisoned one comes back? You just end up having more more agitators than you're allowed to have. So you'll have, like right now, we're only allowed to have one. If that guy if we still have one agitator when the other guy gets out of prison, then we'll have two. And then when we lose one agitator, we won't be able to replace them because our maximum is actually just one. Oh, hey, Lauren, what's up, what's up? Hello, hello, how you doing? Good to see you, good to see you. Yeah, can't blame the Ulema for not wanting to negotiate with you, yeah. Don't blame them on that one. They got a point. But you know, whatever happened up here? Because there was that unification war, or leadership war here. Hmm. Someday. Oh. Oh. We did get that ship. We just don't have the naval administration. So there we go. And then when that's done, they can join up with the other fleet, and then we can make it our flagship. Next European run, Luca. Yeah. I don't know, after... I have a whole series that I'm editing to release with Sardinia Piedmont. I'm kind of tired of Italy. But maybe like, I've been looking at Bavaria for a little bit. Maybe trying to do German unification in that way. I don't know. I've been thinking about what European nation... Actually, I've been thinking about doing one as Switzerland. Oh, look, we have a split Switzerland. I think a Switzerland run might be fun. There's no more we can add in here. Ah, good. Okay, so they're going to go meet up with the other fleet. When they do that, I'll make them the flagship. Oh, finally better. Oh, nice, nice. Took a while, but I'm good now. Oh, good, good. I was sick for so long. Yeah, I've had some sort of near-death total life change viewpoint thing happen. Whoa. Whole perspective on life was changed for the better. Wow, wow. Okay. Good. Glad to hear you're doing better. Yeah, because that sounded a little scary there for a little bit. Oh, man. But nice. A new perspective on life. That's not bad. Oh, cool. That's handy. I'm annoyed that there's some laws like anarchy in DOB. They have to get through a revolution because I haven't tinkered with intentionally causing internal conflict yet. Oh, yeah. But that seems like a good tool for that. Yeah, yeah, it is. Yeah, I haven't, you know, I've never gone full-on anarchist government. And there's an achievement if you can do that with Great Britain. I've been saving it for like a Great Britain run, but I've just never really done a Great Britain run. Alright, so we're getting some privatizations. Maybe, oh, Baltic governance? Yeah. That would be an interesting one, right? But yeah, it was mentioned before because we were talking about a Finland run that, oh, when the Russia DLC comes out, there might be some DLC content for all this stuff. So I'm kind of trying to stay away from anything connected with Russia. I still haven't done a run in Europe yet. Mostly gone between South America, Africa, and Asia. One of the Italian states could be fun. Yeah, Italian states are a lot of fun. Two Sicilies is a fun one. So far, I've done runs with the Papal States, Two Sicilies, and Sardinia Piedmont. So those are fun ones. More pragmatically inclined members of the petite bourgeoisie, currently opposed to the passing of agrarianism, have offered to change their stance were they to be offered certain political concessions. Such concessions would not be popular with the landowners. Actually, yeah, I wouldn't mind giving them political concessions. Give them some extra political strength. And on top of that, we get added success to agrarianism. So let's take it. Oof, we got some wildfires going. Oh, distribution of power. Yeah. Oh. If it weren't late, I think my brain would have picked up on that, maybe. Yeah, at the peak, I was sitting at a fever of 105, 110 for 3 days straight before it finally broke. Oh my god. Did they ever find out what exactly it was? Like, was it just like a pneumonia or something like that? I've just never seen anyone do the Baltic states. And I'm afraid to myself. Yeah. Sounds terrible. I'm glad you're feeling better. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I know, right? And now it seems like there's definitely going to be some DLC content for this. There's got to be. When that Russia DLC comes out. All right. What are the differences between the Italian states relative to picking one over the others? Well, I guess it's mainly like unification candidates, because you don't want to get you don't want to secede into one of the larger ones. The two main unification candidates are Sardinia, Piedmont, and two Sicilies. Though the Papal States can kind of do it too, especially if you become the Roman Republic here. There's also an achievement you can get with the Papal States. But probably the easiest Italian state is two Sicilies. Because you have a lot of really good resources and stuff. Sardinia, Piedmont is also pretty relatively easy. I would say Sardinia, Piedmont, and two Sicilies I would think of as like good starter countries. Because they have some really good resources. The other ones are on the smaller side, so you might get gobbled up in unification. Unless you can pretty much like oppose unification. They still aren't sure. Weirdly, I'd go through it again to reach this post-sickness mindset change. Life feels great. It was in black and white, and now the color is on it. Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. But I mean, I remember, like you were saying, for like quite a few weeks that you were like deathly ill. I think the longevity of how long it lasted is one of the most surprising things. Pacifists led by Kambari El Haj are protesting against the weapons manufacturing in East Hausaland. Yeah, we're not going to halt production of that stuff. Yeah, we'll take this. The rural folk are still marginalized, so what does it matter? Alright, we're about to go into debt. So, as we've been doing, I guess we'll pause construction here. But if we're going to do that... Yeah, I would really like to get taxes back to neutral here. So let's do that. Yeah, it took 3.5 weeks. That, man, like almost a month. What's also crazy is I can't believe they still don't know what it is. That's tough. That's tough. I'm hoping to get the SPQR achievement. Yeah, after my Japan run. I started testing in 1.12. Yeah. I got that one a while back, so I don't remember exactly what it was you have to do, but I do remember you have to, it's with the Papal States. Your Sokoto's looking good? Oh, thanks. I mean, I feel like it can be better. It's on a bit of an upswing right now. Oof, that sounds terrifying. Glad there was there was a silver lining. For what it's worth, psychedelics also give you a similar perspective shift without the 110-degree fever. If you want that kind of experience again. There you go. Oh man, I'm starting to like lose my voice. All right, law progressive consideration. This would be very big if we could finally get agrarianism. Very interesting, though, that so far European powers have left us alone. Why are we getting no progress here? An ongoing native uprising. What? Where? Whose native uprising? Wait, because France has a native uprising, we can't colonize? Well, that's some BS. Oh, we need quinine. Kind of use nationalism too. But we're far behind on this stuff. Alright. A series of perceived poor decisions by the animist rights movement has led to a notable decrease in its ability to raise money. Numerous wealthy sympathizers have quietly halted their support for the movement in its current form. Yeah, we'll take the loyalists for sure. Cool, cool. I'd probably try 2 Sicilies first. One side of my family is Sicilian. Oh, there you go. Rebuilding Rome from the Papal States would be a fun challenge, though. Yeah. Yeah, I have to say, I really... it's been a long time since I've done the Papal States. But I remember the one run that I did with them. I really enjoyed it a lot. But yeah, 2 Sicilies is fun just because you have a lot you can work with. You got your soul back to a reasonable number. If not great, good job. Yeah, thanks. This is not great. But at least it's not red. You know what is weirdly difficult? Argentina. Yeah, something about it just feels impossible. Yeah, I agree. I actually was, at the beginning of the summer, I was thinking of doing a starting states for Argentina. And so I had a couple test runs of it. I was like, oh, it's a little bit more difficult than I thought. I ended up scrapping the idea, though, because I didn't really have, like, an endpoint for the starting step series. I always say the starting step series are going to be like the first 30 years of the game, but I always feel like there should be like a tangible thing you're trying to get to, and I just didn't really have a thing to get to in Argentina run. But it would be fun to do it as a streaming series where I'm just going to do a full run. Because, yeah, they are a little difficult with their starting conditions. I thought you said animal rights. I thought that seems a little first worldly to me. Yeah, that's something that should be put in a mod. Animal rights. Here in Sokoto, animals do not have rights. Ah, okay, we can get the Sunni here. They actually maybe we'll finally fulfill a promise for them. Despite ungentlemanly comments, raised voices, and the shaking of fists, the Sunni ulema have admitted to several compromises that would change their perception of agrarianism. Yeah, we'd have to give them a lot of stuff there. Yeah, we're not going to take the standard of living thing. 30% bureaucracy. We actually could afford to lose 30% bureaucracy right now. 10 years is a long time, but we really need to get off of traditionalism. So we're going to take that. And we can't fail that that negotiation, so there's that too. All right, we are in a contested government. Well, yeah, we definitely can't do that, but at least we're not gaining radicals here. Oh, hey, DeWolfie, what's up, what's up? Good morning to you. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Try Peru, I'm liking it so far. Yeah, Peru, I should do that. Peru is one of the South American countries I have yet to try. Should do a Peru run. That's why I chose it when I scrapped my last two runs. I think it may end up being a better candidate for Federation of the Andes than New Granada is. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Why is that? Taking an interest in the newly opening Sokoto economy, Netherlands has proposed a trade agreement that seems initially equitable. On closer inspection, it contains numerous unfavorable clauses that were never agreed upon. Damn. I don't want to owe them an obligation. Because then we can't go to war with them. Although, I guess I don't want to take a setback. And I don't want to lose 10%. Alright. I guess I'll owe them an obligation. I think, though, this anti-Dutch league will probably... I wonder if we're going to lose appeasement with them. Yeah, we are. Whatever. I don't want to lose success chance or gain a setback on agrarianism. And Benin is still Benin in here. Although, okay, so they are hiring. Yeah, we don't need to be subsidizing all this stuff now. Alright, so things are a little bit better here. Go to sweeteners. I want to go to canned fish so that we could create more of a demand for the fishing industry. let's subsidize this. I want this to higher up so that we can start to create a demand for the groceries here. Oh, Japan, report 3. Am forced to log off right now. Britain has opened the market. Was in the process of annexing Izochi past farmer ownership and was in the process of switching to iron frame buildings PM. Oh, nice, nice. Okay. So, off to a decent start, right? Take the soul, make it a point of always screwing them over this run. Yeah. Yeah, right. Yeah, the Sunni dilemma, just always promise to raise standard of living and always fail it. That's just the running theme of this series. That would be actually kind of funny. If it wasn't for the fact that they're just gonna always coup us for it. I'm struggling with my standard of living right now. I took a promise to raise it to 10 since I was already around 9.2, but it's dropped almost, a whole point since then. Had to get them iron mines up, then I ran out of infrastructure. Oh man. Yeah, that sucks. You're at 9.2, need to get to 10, and then it starts going down. You're like, no! So close. I don't know how I missed that. They had gold, lead, and sulfur in previous runs on the continent. Oof. Oh, they're much better set up resource-wise. Oh, the main hurdle is starting as a puppet of Bolivia. Yeah. But it seems straightforward to get out of that. Get out from under that. Yeah, I mean, everybody in South America is gunning for Bolivia and to liberate you because of the scripted content for that. Imagine declaring war before owing the stall obligation. Cold diplomatic machinations. Expertly done, expertly done. The powerful clout that the landowners hold has become a menacing presence over our government. One of our agents has approached us suggesting a less conventional solution. Yes, let's diminish landowner power. Oh god, this guy. Yaji Rumfa, an infamous exile still strongly connected with the Sunni dilemma, has announced his return in melodramatic fashion. This is the guy who cooed us and succeeded. Sunni dilemma leadership have expressed concerns that he may cause trouble for themselves and the nation at large. Yeah, I'd like it if he didn't come back. Yeah, no, we don't want this. Oh! We can make the leader of the Sunni dilemma a moderate. Yeah, let's do that. I was just thinking that you should declare war on the Dutch before your obligation kicks in. No, I think we already owe them an obligation. Yeah, we already owe it to them. That wasn't part of the, that wasn't contingent on the law enactment. That was at the moment of the journal entry, unfortunately. Or the event. Peru, North and South also has some good state benefits. Amazon forests, sulfur mines throughput, and one with trade advantage. Oh, nice, nice. That's just what I can remember off the top of my head. Yeah, I'll have to try that one. Yeah, why must you be such a diva, Yaji? I know, right? Coming back in a flourish to cause havoc. Well, unfortunately, my friends, I think I've reached the stopping point for tonight. So, I don't know what to make of tonight's session. I mean, we kind of rebounded from some of the lows. So we're ending in a better spot than we were during it, but This was kind of an up and down one. So, yeah, we're kind of at the point now where we got to start making the turn here in Sokoto. So, next time we come back to it, I have to make some moves. But yeah, that'll be it for tonight. So thank you for watching tonight, everybody. Next time I'm going to be on will be Thursday, continuing the run in Surviving Mars Relaunched, where we're trying to terraform Mars. So that'll be the next time I'm on, Thursday morning. Yeah, all right, Ham. Bit of a challenge tonight, yeah. But always fun. See you next week. Yeah, same to you, my friend, as always. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Always fun to chat and map game with you. Yeah, and Pasta, good night to you as well. Thank you, thank you. Same to you, DeWolfie. Yes, thank you. Have a good night. But yeah, thank you, everybody. But that'll be it for tonight. I feel like I have, like, just a couple brain cells left working anyway, so it's probably for the better before I really tank this run. But yeah, hopefully I'll see everybody on Thursday, and as always, be awesome, my friends. Have a good one.